All right, let's get to it. We're going to start on our trainer. We had a hard shoulder day yesterday, so let's open them up. Just one time through. We'll do our standing puppy dog to start. So hands overhead, elbows nice and straight. Standing tall, squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly. Lean into it, open up those shoulders. Challenge yourself. Oh, yeah. Make sure we're breathing nice and deep, you guys. Big inhales, nice long exhales. Give me about 20 more seconds here. You guys can play with your positions, left, right, wide or narrow with the hands, whatever you want to do. We'll go chest wall. So take a step forward, hands at shoulder height, spread open your fingertips, ideally supporting yourself on your palms. Dig in nice and deep. And we'll go down to a half kneel position. Hands up behind the back, shoulder extension. Try and keep those arms close together. Open up your chest first, and then you can lean forward. Be gentle here, but obviously challenge your shoulder. Go ahead and relax. We'll go right to push-up position, pigeon pose. Knee to your chest, pull your back foot back. We do have some posterior chain today, so glutes, hammies, low back. Let's make sure that's open and feeling good. We'll get about a minute. Let's switch it up other side. Pigeon pose, other side. Again, about a minute. Hang out, make sure you're breathing deep. Go ahead and relax. Let's go right to quadruped position. So on your hands and knees, we'll start with cat camel. Elbows are straight. Get some nice rounding across your back, reaching toward the ceiling. And then keep your belly tight as you go into extension. Almost like we're trying to fight our belly as we go into extension because our belly stays so tight. We'll go for 5 reps. On the cat camel, get some nice rounding. And then go into a more neutral, more extended back position. 5 reps. Once you have done 5 reps, so good thoracic rotation, 3 with a 3-second pause at your peak range of motion. And from there, we'll go puppy dog pose. Reach out nice and far, elbows straight. Drop it down to the ground. Go ahead and relax. Right back to push-up position. Let's get goat stretch. We're just going to go for 1. Goat stretch, just 1 on each side. Take your time, get those hips going. One on each side for goat stretch. We will hop up and go right into hand walks when you're ready. Just going for two. Just two on the hand walks. Walk your hands out nice and far. Follow it up with the toes. Walk your feet back. Follow it up with the hands. Two forward, two backwards on the hand walks. You guys can hop up when you're done. And we will go baby makers, butt high, elbows back, pry open the hips, shimmy around, open up your squat. We'll go down into a prayer squat, nice deep squat, big chest, neutral spine. And we'll go three position squat, three squats nice and wide, three squats in your normal stance, and then three squats in a narrow stance. Three wide, three normal, three narrow. And from there, let's get through our normal arm series. So arm hugs, long arm swings, Egyptians, 10 on each, 5 with each hand on top. We'll get our sunrise good mornings, two each way. Two each way on the sunrise good mornings. And from there, we will grab our, two bands. So we're gonna do our Y setup, you guys. We have band Y setup 90-90s. So let me demo that in a second. All right. So medium band, long at your low anchor point, and then light band cut in half. That'll be our Y setup. And we're going 90-90s today. We're going for 15 reps. It's a low anchor point. And then light band cut in half. Nice big letter Y. So get that set up, you guys. 90-90s. We know these. We've done them a bunch. Elbows high, externally rotate. So hands up towards the ceiling, internally rotate, and then drop it back down. So every rep finishes with your hands back in a straight elbow, long arm position. So we're going for 15. You guys take your time, control this range of motion. This is a beautiful shoulder prep movement. Get your 15 reps in. Once you guys have done your 15 reps, we'll head to the trainer. We're going to go 5 trainer rows. Super simple, super easy, with a tempo of 3 counts all the way through. So 3 on the pole. I'll demo on the actual trainer. 3 on the pole. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Recover for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then hold the base for 3. 1, 2, 3. So each rep should take 12 seconds. This should take over a minute to get through all of our reps. We're going for 5. Going for 5. Or a minute on the dot, really. 3 on the pole. Count your own tempo. 3 hold. 3 on the way down. And 3 hold. 5 reps. Finish off those 5, and then we'll hit our midline. And our midline is very simple today. We're doing boss mans. We're going for 35 each side. Boss mans, 35 each side. So figure 4 with the legs. Your opposite foot is at the knee of your straight leg. Reach up, touch your knee, come back down. Very repetitive. 35 reps each side. Oh. Oh. Get them done, you guys. 35 each side, and then we will get into it. So So when you guys are ready, you can hop up. Let's use our medium band to start. And this actually won't be our movement for the day. I want to change the loading pattern, but you guys know this one. So I want to start with this so we can start with a good set position. And then we're going to change our resistance. So staggered stance, band resisted RDLs, simple. We know these. I have both hands on the band, one hand on either side. My feet are staggered. This is not going to be a big hard set, you guys. I only want to do 8 reps, but make sure you guys are setting your back and loading the hamstring of your front leg side. Because of the band, it's pretty easy to find this. We're going to use a bag, and the bag will be a little bit trickier. All right. So I'm staggered in my feet. My back toe is in line with my front heel. My knees are soft, and then it's all hips. I'm loading up my front leg hamstring. We're going to go just 8 on each side. Should not be real tough. This isn't even one of our working sets. It's just to find our back position. And if you guys can, just coaching wise, if you can face so the camera is at your side, if you want feedback, that helps me a ton because then I can see what's going on. If you're facing the camera, Chad, Brooklyn, awesome. Patrick, in the hole, I want you to have your eyes up for this movement and then open your chest just a tad more. Otherwise, I think you're pretty on point. Yeah, there you go. And we got this. You guys know this movement. Vaughn, awesome. Miles, good. You guys are all on point. Very good. It's just a little different with a bag. And if you want to stick with the band for this, when we actually do our working sets, you're more than welcome to. The bag is nice, though, because you have at least constant resistance. You don't have that accommodating resistance that changes as you get stronger in the movement. So the bag will be a nice change on this. But you guys all look good. So that was really just kind of acting as a warm-up set, you guys. So let's go ahead. I'm going to demo the movement with the bag. And again, if you don't like the bag, that's totally fine. You can stick with the band for your resistance. But bag-wise, well, first off, you have 2 options. For the best range of motion, ideally, we're going to kind of cup the bag so I have a bigger range to work with. If I grab it by the handles, it works, but my range of motion will literally be tiny. You can still get some loading across your hamstring, though, and technically it could be a little bit more comfortable. So that is an option to go by the handles, but really cupping the band so I have a greater range of motion is going to be what I want here. I stagger my stance, and we're going to have a little tempo on this. So from here, we're going to go down on a 3 count, a true 1, 2, 3, and then drive back up. And it may not feel crazy heavy, and that's okay. We're going to get a lot more resistance in the hole. So again, changing the loading pattern. So I'm going to demo you guys just facing different directions. Grab your bag if you feel comfortable with it. Test out 3 reps on each side. And then we'll dive into the actual work. So I'm just going to spin around. Question?
What about a kettlebell?
Kettlebell's perfect. You got it, Chad. We still have that staggered stance. I'm still loading that front hamstring. My back is still set. All the stuff we know, just with a different object, and in turn, a different loading pattern. You guys can obviously grab onto the bag however you want to, but yes, kind of cupping the bag so I have a greater range of motion is going to play to my advantage on this. This is a range of motion movement. So if you guys have done a couple on each side, let's get into our working sets. So first set, you guys, 10 reps. This will be a longer set because we are going to go 3 seconds on the way down. I'm not counting the way down. That's up to you guys. 3 seconds on what we call the eccentric phase. So 3 seconds on the way down. Get some nice loading across that hamstring. 1, 2, 3, and then drive yourself back up. We're going 10 each side for the first set. Take your time. Let's do it. If you have any questions, shout it out. I'm watching you guys. We're looking good. We look good with the band. Patrick, give me those eyes up just a little more. Beautiful. And if you do feel like you lose your back a little bit, feel free to cut the range of motion short. That's totally fine. Good. 10 each side. 3 on the way down. Ten on each of you guys. 10 each side. Get your 10 each side with that 3-second eccentric phase. Miles, give me a little more out of your back on the way down. Open your chest in the bottom. When you guys are done, let's set up for our banded incline press. So this would be the stubby Y. So that's going to be our heavy band cut in half at the bottom. Our medium band cut in half on that heavy band. Low point, stubby Y. Set it up, and let's do some pressing. Stubby Y, got this short Y here. And to be clear, we're not going to be doing a fly here. So I want you guys to have your elbows tucked, and we're pressing to forehead height or slightly above. We do not need to be wide here. So it's not a fly. This will be a press, and we're pressing high. So we've done this. We're going to go to a half kneel position. You guys can find your resistance by walking out a little farther as needed. And we're pressing. Volume will be high. First set is 35. First set will be 35 on this banded incline press. Chop down the reps as needed. 35. Elbows stay tight. Bring down the reps as needed. But we still want to stick with high volume because the banded presses are not super hard. So we want to get some good volume in. We're pressing high, you guys, about forehead height. Getting some nice superior chest involved. If you're trying to stick with high volume, I mean, obviously, like I said, you can chop it down, but change the bands too. I said heavy and medium. You're more than welcome to go medium and light. That's fine. That'll make the press dramatically more manageable. Finish off those reps, you guys. We will need our skinny band more done. Skinny band more done. We're going to be cycling through a bunch of movements today. So just boom, boom, boom through like 6. So skinny band, we're going to chop it into thirds. So we have that shorter, about a foot long, but dramatically more resistance. And we will go band just below the knee. And we'll be doing a wide squat stance hold. So wider than your normal stance. Toes turned out, really just like we do in the warm-up. The wide stance, same stance. Toes are turned out. We're tracking hard with the knees. No assistance to the wall or anything like that. We're just going to be in space. Depth is not a priority whatsoever. So I don't care how deep you get on this. I mean, obviously go to some type of depth, but don't feel like you need to go to your normal depth here. I have my nice wide stance, and we're going to be doing a 30-second wide stance squat hold. Throughout this 30 seconds, you guys, this is obviously what wants to happen. Turn on your glutes so it does not happen. So we got to squeeze tight with the butt cheeks. So we're in space, no wall for assistance, just a normal squat hold. Wide stance, toes out. We're going 30 seconds. We will begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you think you're pushing your knees out hard, push them out harder. 5, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice job. Very good. You can take that band off. We will go back to another push. So you guys can use your trainer. You can go on the ground, or you guys can use some bands at your high point for some assistance. We're doing tempo push-ups. We've done these in the past. Tempo is long enough that I will be marking it out for us. I'm going to use bands. I'm going to go inside the band for some assistance. You guys can go on your trainer, or you can go on the ground. The ground is pretty manageable on this. I'm just not a real strong pusher, so I want some assistance for myself. The tempo will only be 5s. Down on a 5, in the hole for a 5 with your chest slightly off the ground, driving up on a 5. Once we get to the top, right back into it. So only a 1 count at the top. So I'll basically just be counting to 5 over and over and over again. I'll say up, hold, or down, whichever way we should be traveling. So go ahead and find your push-up position. This first set will be 6 reps. Push-up position. First set will be 6 reps, 5 counts all the way through, and I will be counting the tempo. We will begin in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Nice work. All right. Bands again, and your long bar. We're getting there. We're getting to the last movement. Then we'll start cycling through these. But none of them require tons of explanation, so we're already kind of cycling through. So we're doing our standard deadlift, you guys. Nothing fancy here. So probably your heavy, medium, heavy, light, some combination of bands that's going to be challenging. The banded deadlift will always play a role on our posterior chain days. So standard band deadlift, you guys. The volume will not be super high because we're supersetting so many movements. We're going for 16. And this will just be standard banded deadlift. So when you guys are ready, we know the movement. Squeeze your butt at the top. Keep that bar nice and close to your shins and to your thighs. 16 reps. Nice job, you guys. And we'll finish with some hammer curls. So Again, this could be really based on your bicep strength. This could be any of the bands, probably your medium though. It's going to be a good fit. We're going to go for time, and hammer curls will be not here, but I want you guys here. So thumbs up. It can set your resistance by pulling some slack out in between your feet. And we're just going to pump out a bunch of reps. So we're finishing off the series with a nice pump across the biceps. So set it up, test it out for 1 or 2 reps, and then we'll go for it. The first clock will be 50 seconds. So first timer will be 50 seconds. And just keep in mind, you have 50 seconds, so it should not be crazy hard to start with. These will definitely add up. All right, you guys are looking good. Hammer curls, so thumbs up towards the ceiling. We are going in 5, 3, 2, 1, 50 seconds. Let's go. Get a good pump on. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's time. All right, nice way to finish off the series. All right, so let's cycle through this. We have our bag resisted staggered stance RDLs. My back is neutral, nice and straight. I'm tapping that bag to basically my front foot. We're going heavy eccentric phase so we get some nice loading all the way down. That loading time period is also time to make adjustments across your back. If you feel like you fold and you don't feel it across your hammy, that typically means you're here. You got to open up your chest. When your chest opens up, it changes your hip position. So in turn, your hammies will elongate, not to mention it's just safer across the back. So we'll stick with 10, you guys, 3 seconds on the way down. Let's do it. Staggered stance, bag resisted RDLs. Take your time. 3 seconds on the way down. 3 seconds on the way down. Ten each side. Fight for your chest, especially when you approach the bottom. Ten and 10. When you guys are done, we'll need that stubby Y. And we'll have that high volume banded incline. So again, you guys can play with the bands here. Could be heavy and medium band, both cut in half. Could be medium and light band, both cut in half. Find a combination that works for you. The volume will be high again, you guys. We'll stick with 35 reps. Make sure you're pressing to about forehead height, if not slightly beyond. We will be doing our standard chest press later, so want to make sure that we have some type of variation between these two. And when you guys are ready, you can knock them out. We are going for 35. Whew. Finish those off when you guys are done. We'll need our light band chopped into thirds. Light band cut into thirds. Okay. And we know what we're doing. We're doing our wide stance, band resisted, squat hold. So first thing on your checklist, you guys make sure your squat stance is wider than your normal squat stance. That's key. Normal squat stance for most people isn't going to provide much resistance. I mean, my normal squat stance is like right here. So I have like nothing to fight against. So we're going wide, nice and wide, toes turned out slightly. If you feel like you're working hard, try and work a little harder, opening up those knees. That's the whole point of this movement. 35 seconds. We are going in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Turn on your glutes. Make sure they're working. Five, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Nice job. All right. Now we have those tough push-ups. Tempo, 5 counts all the way through. Reps are going down to just 5. We did 6 last time. We're just going down to 5. Trainer's fine. Just normal push-up position is fine. Banding up is fine. So do what you got to do to get these done. Do what you got to do to get these done. I'll be counting it out. 5 counts all the way through, except for the top. That'll just be a single count. Okay. All right. All right. Push-up position, you guys. I'll be counting it out. We're going for 5. Going for 5. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Down. 1, 2, sorry, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's it. Sorry. I was doing good with the counting, and then I got cocky and I lost where we're at. Deadlift. Was that 7? Oh, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be 5. Sorry, I'm trying. Counting tempo and reps is challenging for me. Don't worry. Next time will be correct. I will be on it. All right. We need our bands. We need our bar. Standard deadlifts. Nothing crazy here. 16. Make sure you guys are practicing and building good habits on these deadlifts. They're simple. We know them, but they have great crossover into other movements, like the single leg bag resisted RDL. So if we can nail these, then we'll nail other movements as well. 16. When you guys are ready. When you guys are done, we're hitting those curls. Small change. Doesn't seem like much. We go supinated this time. So this time, palms up. We were hammer last time. Put more brachialis if you care about that. But otherwise, go supinated. It's going to be more bicep brachii. So that main guy that pops out. Supinated. Standing on the band. Set your resistance by pulling some band in between your feet. This will be our last time on this because we have to start our conditioning. We'll go for 1 minute. The clock begins in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. $15. 5, 3, 2, 1. That's time. All right, we do have an 8-minute workout. So we did a lot of movements. We only got through it twice, which is fine. We need our jump rope, our trainer, and the same stubby Y, but we're going to go high point. So we're going to change the angle a little bit. So either whatever you use for the incline, that's one of the reasons why we did such high volume, is because it's going to cross over into our setup for the actual workout. So whatever you use for that incline banded press, that setup, same setup band-wise, but high. So at your top point, your top anchor point. Top anchor point. We need a jump rope. We need our trainer. And we need that Y setup. So we'll start this one pretty quick, you guys. This is going to be a chest blaster with jump rope as rest. So we're doing a minute of banded chest press. And again, we're changing the angle. And again, chest press, we're staying tight. Don't need to get far away. All right. So step out, make sure it's challenging, and we're pressing. And this should be at a slight decline angle. We're going for a minute. From there, we'll head to our trainer. What do you know? More pressing. We're going on the trainer just because we're a little fatigued now. And I want you guys to maintain full range of motion. So find an angle that works for you. We have more push-ups, more presses. And then we're going to go to jump rope for 2 minutes. So this will be the banded chest press for 1 minute, the trainer push-up for 1 minute, and then 2 minutes of jump rope as a small active recovery. And then we'll go back into blasting our chest. All right. Everyone looks ready to go. Let's do it. I'll keep you updated on your time, the banded chest press. And by all means, you guys, as you fatigue, change your angles or change the distance or the stretch of the band so you can keep moving. That's what I want. I want you guys to keep moving. We are going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Halfway. $20. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. That's time. The clock is going for the trainer push-ups. A bunch of reps. 1 minute. Find an angle in which you can maintain your full range. Whoo! My goodness. Oh, man. 20 seconds. Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1. That is time. We are jumping rope for 2 minutes. Your choice on the jump rope, whatever you want to do, forward, backwards, single leg, double unders, whatever you want to do. Just last for 2 minutes. One minute. $30. 20. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Banded chest press. I'll tell you guys when it's 8 o'clock, so if you need to cut out, obviously more than welcome to. Start those chest presses. 1 minute. The clock is going. Ten. 5, 2, 1. To your trainer. The clock is going. Bunch of reps, bunch of reps. Ow. Oh. And it is 8 o'clock. If you guys need to take off, nice work. If you can hang out, let's at least get that jump rope done. And then we'll do our straddle pose again if you have time, but it's up to you guys. We're down to 20 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Jump rope to finish it off. Again, it is 8. Cut it short if you need to. I don't want to keep you guys. 2 minutes to jump rope and we're all done. Halfway. Forty seconds. Thirty seconds. 20. 10. 3, 2, 1. That's time. See you guys. We got to take off. It's 8:02. If you want to join me for a basic straddle, that's what we'll do. Try and regain your air via nasal breathing. So close your nose. Big inhale, big exhale through the nose. Drop those elbows down to the ground if you can. To the right. to the left. That's it. Go and relax. Nice work, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's tough. Miles, nice job. Janet, Val, awesome. Brooklyn, good work.
Thank you.
Chad, Patrick, nice job. Champ, do you have a second to hang out? Just had
Yeah.
a couple things for you. So just thinking about,
All right.
I was a little short on time yesterday. So as far as sleeping, what I mentioned yesterday, but another thing you can think of if you are a stomach sleeper is if you prop a pillow under your hips. So this is a kind of elevated as opposed to sagging and overextended, obviously into your mattress.
Yeah.
If you are a stomach sleeper, that can be something feel a little better. Basically, I mean, your goal is to stay neutral in the spine as opposed to get into an overextended position. And then would you mind popping your email in the chat? And then I could send you basically a list of midline movements with videos. And I mean, overextension is essentially weakness or disengagement across one's midline, so their abs. So the more we have a little more counter pull here, the less I'll get pain and kind of impingement in back. Does that make sense?
Okay. No, that makes sense. That's what I was hoping out of all these workouts was the midline work would really help with the lower back. But I actually did what you said last night. I was able to fall asleep with the back, on my back with the pillow under my legs.
Yeah.
And oh my God, this morning I feel so much better.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, there you go.
So much better.
I do.
Just one
My
night,
concern.
but I like the idea. But I hopefully I could sleep. Hopefully I can sleep like that every night. But if I can't, I need to sleep on my stomach. I think that's a good idea to put a pillow under my stomach.
Yeah.
And then that'll help make it neutral. That's a good idea.
100%. If I read in bed, I do that all the time because I like to read on my stomach. But I'll put like 2 just because they compress so much. But yeah, and you'll find a spot. You'll be like, oh my gosh, this actually feels really good across my back as opposed to I feel like I'm getting into the shoddy position.
Yeah.
That's awesome on the pillow under the knees thing. My concern with that is like for me, I always start there and then I end like all crazy. So that's good.
Yeah, I think I might have ended a little bit on my side, but the side doesn't hurt. It's the stomach, I
Gotcha.
think, like you said, where you get you really get the extension that you don't want.
100%.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Could I get your email in the chat?
Okay. Thank
And I'll
you.
send
so
you some
much.
stuff.
Have a great day.